Hello and welcome. Many of you have enjoyed using my page layout templates that you've purchased on my page layout template CDs. And I've had a lot of requests for people that would like to be able to use the templates with other size pages, such as 11 by 8.5. So I'm going to show you some tips and tricks today of how to resize my page layout templates. And this is from going from larger to smaller and from going from smaller to larger. Currently in my line of CDs, I have volume number 1, 2, 3, and 5 that include 12 by 12 page layout templates. And in volume number 4, it is a special volume, and it's all designed in 4 by 6 page layout templates. So I'm going to show you how you can take some of these different size templates and make them into other size pages. So follow along with me. What I have done is I have taken this page that's a page layout template from my volume 3 CD, and I'm going to show you how to make this into an 11 by 8.5 page, and also all the way down to a 4 by 6 page, which makes a really cute greeting card. So it's really fast and easy. All you have to do is you click on one item or element on the page, you hold down your control key and choose the letter A. And control A means control all, so we're choosing all of the elements on the page. Then we'll go up to the arrange ribbon and we're going to choose group. And what that does is it takes all of these elements and makes them into one element. So over here on our elements panel, you'll see it shrunk from a whole bunch of different little elements into one element. So now Storybook Creator Plus 3.0 thinks that this is one element. However, it's not flattened, it's just grouped. And grouping allows you to ungroup. If you flatten this object, it will not be able to be unflattened. So you want to make sure that you always choose the group and ungroup features for these little tips and not the flatten. So what we're going to do now is right click our mouse and choose copy. And then I've taken the liberty of opening up a 11 by 8.5 book so that I can show you how we're going to change a 12 by 12 template into an 11 by 8.5 template. Now on my clipboard I have copied the template from the 12 by 12 book, and now I am in the 11 by 8.5 book. And you can tell when you're looking at my pages that this is the 11 by 8.5 book because of the ruler up here at the top. So now I'm just going to choose paste. First I right click, then I'll choose paste. And you'll see that the template still comes over in a 12 by 12 size. So I'm going to take down here this little magnifying glass and zoom out just a little bit so you can see how I'm doing this. And while it's still all grouped together, I'm just going to choose one of the sides of the template and simply shrink it down and move it around until it fits within the 11 by 8.5 page. And the trick here is to make sure that you get everything where you want it before you ungroup it. So if you decide you would like the page to be a little bit more over to the left and then ungroup it, that's good. Or maybe a little bit more over to the right, then you could ungroup it and that'd be fine too. But for this example, I'm going to start out with it right here in the middle. And to move it just little pieces at a time, I use my arrow keys. I use my arrow keys a lot because it allows you to just move a tiny bit at a time. Okay, so now we have it pretty much centered on the page. Now what I'm going to do is I'll choose my right click button again and we'll go to the arrange ribbon and we'll click on the element and we'll say ungroup it. And what that does is it's going to take this one element and separate it back out into all of these different elements down here on the elements panel. So now everything on the page is back to being live and fillable just like it was when it was 12 by 12. However, some of you might not like how this looks. You could just leave it this way and put background paper behind the template itself, or you can even take the elements now that they're ungrouped, and if you hold down your shift key while you're moving just one side of the element, it will change the element without changing it on both sides. So in other words, it's temporarily unlocking the aspect ratio for you to be able to fill the page like that. Now that works with these other elements on the page as well. And you can do more than one element at a time by holding down your shift key. You click on the first element, and then you click on, whoops, excuse me, I'm going to try that again. We'll click on the first element, and then we'll click on the second element. And then while we're holding down our shift key again, we just simply move these out to the edge. Okay? And same thing with the other side. And you may not even want to bother with this, but just so that you can see how you can do it, you can move things around on the page just like you can when it's in a 12 by 12 size. It's all, you can delete it or add to it or move things to another place that makes you happy. So another idea that you can do is to scoot the template over to one side of the page or the other and leave it in its square aspect ratio and maybe add some journaling down the side of the page or some other type of decorative element, maybe some overlays or something like that. Okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go to a 4x6 layout, and you can tell here again on my screen that this is 6 inches at the top. Okay? And what I'm going to do is go back over so we can get our 12 by 12 template again. And here we are. And I will copy it by right-clicking, choose Copy, and then go to my 4x6 page layout template, and I will right-click again and choose Paste. And again, you can see this comes in 12 by 12. So we're going to have to take the zoomer down in the bottom left-hand corner and zoom back on it so we can see what we're doing. And then we'll shrink it down. And this is while it's all still grouped together. And once we do that, then we just simply place it back onto the page. And we'll zoom back in here so you can see. And again, you can do the same kinds of ideas. You can scoot it over to one side and put some journaling or some overlays on one side, or again, you could stretch it out, which I've taken the liberty of already doing for you, and showing you what it could look like with each of the elements just stretched out a little bit. Okay, so that is resizing a template from larger to smaller. Now I'm going to take a page layout template that is a 4x6, and this is on my 4x6 number 4 volume CD, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. We're going to choose one element on the page, hold down the Control key and choose A to control all. Then we'll go to Arrange, choose Group, and when it's all grouped together, we'll right-click on the element itself, choose Copy, and then I'm going to go to my 11 by 8.5 book. And we need to have a nice blank page here. And I will right-click and say Paste. And here, because we're going from smaller to larger, we actually need to move it up to one corner and simply drag the other corner until it fits the size of the page. So if you have volume number 4 and you see a cute layout that you would like to make on an 11 by 8.5 page, this is another way that you can do that. And once it's here, then you simply go to Arrange, click on the element and choose Ungroup, and you have a live 11 by 8.5 page. Now in this particular instance, you may want to just delete this background, and there you have it. So I hope you have lots of fun. I hope this helps you to think outside the box of what else you can do with the page layout templates that you've either purchased or that you're interested in purchasing. And if you are interested in purchasing more templates, I do have them for sale online at my blog. It's under www.loriCallisonvisualvocabulary.blogspot.com. Thank you so much, and I hope this helps you make a lot of really, really fun pages. Thank you.